So we decided to log in and buy an essay. This was a story that I did last year on the rise in contract cheating. That's when university students use an online service to buy their completed essays and assignments. Well, this is the essay that I purchased last March. Well, just a few weeks ago, I received an email with this attached, an exact copy of my essay. This email was sent to me from a man who's more than 12,000 kilometers away, who claims that he penned this paper but didn't get the life-changing payment that he was promised.
I don't think if you expected that your essay could be written by someone in Kenya who has no knowledge in criminal justice system.
He did not want to use his name or show his face on camera, but the man who we'll call Joseph says he completed my essay and hundreds of other assignments for at least 50 students over the last year. He sent us logins for students from schools including U of T, the University of Ottawa, and Capella University. Logins he claims he used to complete entire online courses for some students. My essay cost $165, a price that stunned Joseph, since he says he was paid just $18.
I thought somebody was going to buy that essay at $30, but I was shocked that he paid $160 for that essay.
Joseph, who has a BA in industrial engineering, says he was connected to the website ehomework.ca through a Kenyan Craigslist ad similar to this one, looking for freelance writers. He says he was eventually told by the contact at the website that churning out papers at a cheap rate could pave a road to a better life in Canada.
The promise was that I work for him, then he can send me a formal job offer for me to immigrate to Canada. He was to withhold part of the salary to facilitate my immigration process.
We reached out to ehomework.ca for comment, but did not get a response to our email or voicemail that was left on a cell phone based in Oakville. But while posing as a potential writer, we did receive a message from the site's email account saying, quote, "Working with us does not help you stay in Canada." Joseph insists he was told otherwise.
He tries to use that immigration bait to make people work for him, and which is not ethical.
Joseph says he spent hours in this small room writing those assignments, often with very little light because of electricity rationing and very limited internet access. He tells us he knows at least 4 other people writing for this service and feels that both students and writers are being taken advantage of. The website states, "We do not outsource our work to other countries. All our work is done by tutors in Canada and the U.S. who have gone to North American universities and are native English speakers." None of that criteria applies to Joseph or the others who he says are completing Canadian homework from overseas.
Understand that maybe somebody somewhere is being exploited because of your work, and you're going to use that credit to find a good job there, leaving somebody like me here without anything.
The essay that I received last year was actually graded by a Humber College professor who gave me 48%. The extensive reasons behind that failing grade can be found on our website, citynews.ca. We told you earlier about the number of students caught here at U of T using similar services. How legal is it to use? Mark McAllister will have that answer coming up. Earlier in the show, we introduced you to Joseph, a man from Kenya who claims to have written hundreds of essays for Canadian university students. It's called contract cheating. It's basically homework for hire. And our newest colleague here at City News, Mark McAllister, is digging deeper into just how often this happens.
It's amazing how prevalent it is. We discovered at one university alone, there are hundreds and hundreds of students cheating and using these services. And better yet, there's not much that can be done about it.
There isn't much in the way of the law in Canada that addresses these type like academic dishonesty. That's pretty much entirely within the universities and their own code of conducts and their own disciplinary procedures.
All it takes is a student typing in a couple of keywords, like essay writing or contract cheating, and there you have it. All the services they could ever want to have a university paper written for them.
It's weird because it's straight up plagiarism. Like, maybe if it was like a tutor, that's a different story, but if somebody's writing your paper for you, that's obviously an academic offense.
In addition to posters and flyers found on school campuses, online services offering original papers with a quick turnaround and professional writers to complete your term or research papers. They're easy to come by. Now, those websites may have the ability to skirt the issue by claiming they're only helping students with notes or with structure. But there are some states south of the border and countries like New Zealand who have actually set up laws against providing assistance to cheat if caught. In Canada, it's legal. The responsibility is with the student, but the message may not be getting through. At the University of Toronto, there were more than 1,000 plagiarism incidents last year alone. That number has been on the rise since 2014, and it doesn't include other major offenses like unauthorized aid.
More and more colleges and universities are getting together to build best practices, not only in terms of teaching, but how to talk to our students and educate our students around contract cheating specifically.
Another thing that's interesting about all this is that many of the cases involve international students, and the excuses used are language barriers. In the end, it turns out to be the student's responsibility, and there are some harsh penalties to be paid. On the University of Toronto campus, Mark McAllister, City News.